Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you as always for the love and support. As always, you guys are the best. Honestly, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. All the love as always has been so appreciated. So thank you for that. If you guys enjoy the video, a like and a sub always goes a super long way in helping the channel grow. And each of you that have done that in the past and that have subbed to the channel, thank you. I am seeing the growth. It is there. So we're going to be pumping out the content. I just got back from vacation, so we're going to hop back in and get some videos out for you guys over the next few days. But without further ado, Palworld. It's a topic of discussion. From YouTube videos to Twitter to Reddit, it is by far the most talked about game as of right now. First off, let me preface this by saying, as of recording this, I have about 3 to 4 hours into the game. I've just gotten back from vacation, like I said, and finally got a chance to hop in the game, and I've been waiting. I've been waiting to hop in because I've seen a lot of it, and boy, did I have fun a lot of it with those 3 to 4 hours I got to play last night. And as soon as I'm done recording this video, I'm hopping right back in there. Honestly, it's been so fun to play it. And I've been watching so many videos and so many streams of it, and it's just it just hits the itch for me. So I'm so excited to play this. I'm so happy the game came out. While I did get a small sample size, I've watched plenty of streams, videos, and gathered feedback from Twitter and Reddit. People love the game. I love the game. It's honestly so fun. I swear to you, as somebody who's played it, as somebody who's watched a lot of it, it's fun. And I'm curious if you guys tried it out. Let me know down below if you have. And I want to know your guys' thoughts. Do you guys enjoy it? What are some of the things that you can expect them to change or you would like to see changed? And if you don't like it, why haven't you liked it? I'm curious from all three of those perspectives. If you guys want to share that down below in the comments, please let me know. I want to get your guys' feedback. As always, it is super helpful hearing from as many people because it makes, it gets a bigger voice, gets a lot more done. So, as I was saying, the elephant in the room is the main comparison with the game is the comparison with Pokemon. While it's glaringly obvious the similarities are from pals to Pokemons, some very similar as you see on screen, the question remains though, is it illegal what they're doing or is it kind of like an inspiration? A lot of people have been talking about this as of late. Is it inspiration they're gathering from Pokemon or is it illegal? I want to say, like most people who have had access to any Nintendo consoles, from their childhood until now, whenever you may have had access to a DS Lite, a Game Boy, or a Switch, or something like that, you've most likely spent a decent amount of time in the Pokemon games. If you've only even played one game, there's a pretty good chance you've gotten some exposure to Pokemon, even if it's like Pokemon Go. But I personally, I've loved Pokemon for a while. And playing the games and watching the shows as a kid, even until now, I still play the games on my Switch from here and there when I get a chance to hop on my Switch, but I still love Pokemon. And the way this game came out and kind of just spoke to me, it's speaking to a lot of people who've played Pokemon in the past, whether it's like I said, Pokemon Go, the trading card game, or just the actual games on Nintendo consoles. It's really hitting a lot of, I would say, spots for a lot of people, even if they're not necessarily huge Pokemon fans. This has actually been reaching out to a lot of people. But as the last few years, I felt the lack of interest into the Pokemon games due to the fact that there hasn't been much in terms of improvement or just modernizing the games. I feel like the most we've seen outside of the base game is Pokemon Go, and we saw how that caught the world by storm. People love Pokemon. Like, they love the game. There's millions of people that play the game each and every day and still do and still love the game. But people are kind of tired of the same old games we've been getting fed from the Pokemon company. They want some versatility. And that's okay because, like, people love the base games, and if you love the base games and you love the way they are, totally okay. Nobody's saying you can't love that. But if you want to keep growing your audience, people want some versatility. And look at what Palworld has brought to the table. Versatility. It's brought a completely different game while bringing in some inspiration from Pokemon and adding in inspiration from other games. They're doing a damn good job of it too. They've incorporated elements from many popular survival games such as Minecraft, Rust, and Ark, all while incorporating it into a lively world that has pals, which look very similar to Pokemon, in the game. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They look very similar. Some look really similar. But that's the, I don't know where the legal line is with that. So I'm not even going to try and dive into that, but that's my opinion on it. But if you look at the player counts for the game, it's exploding in popularity. It's probably the most popular game being talked about right now. I'm not saying player count, but the fact that the amount of people are talking about it, playing it, streaming it, people are having fun with the game. And can we just put all of the drama aside with every game and just enjoy games? Like, honestly, it feels like so many games come out with so much baggage these days. Probably a large part to do with social media platforms like Twitter and Reddit, where people share their opinions, which is totally awesome and totally all for it. Because if people don't have a voice, then you start coming out with absolute dog just dog shit games, and I'm gonna say it like it is. They come out really bad games because people can't voice their opinions, and then we can, honestly get stacked with bad and bad and bad. So people's opinions are very important, but I also think it begins to seep into the opinions of others that don't really want to have that kind of feedback brought into their, into the way they play their games. It begins to bring a baggage to the game with other stuff outside of gameplay. Like it starts impacting people in the way they perceive games before a game even gets launched, and that kind of ruins it for a lot of people. And that to me, just it does need some tweaking from humanity as a whole. Okay, we need to stop being so just, I don't know, overcome with just more than the gameplay. We just want to critique everything, and sometimes it's okay. You just need to, just hop on a game and enjoy it. That's what we used to do back in the game. You put your CD or your DVD in the console and you played your game. There wasn't Twitter, there wasn't Reddit like that. You didn't really dive into games and get so many people's feedbacks. You had fun with games. Like that was it. You just enjoyed games, and that was it. Okay. So that's all kind of what I want to, address is there doesn't need to be so much baggage and so much war happening about one side, who's right or who's not. Just enjoy the game. If people enjoy it, let them play. And if you don't like it, don't play. Play something else. It's that simple. Nobody is saying you cannot do any of those things. That is where I think people get into it. Just very heated argument, and it needs to be okay. And people need to be okay with some people enjoying some things that they don't. The Pokemon Company put out a statement today. They stated they will be looking into Palworld. Well, they stated they will be looking into a game that came out in 2024 that a lot of people have been talking about. That was the summary of their statement. They didn't actually mention Palworld, but everybody knows they're talking about Palworld. But they're going to be seeing if they did any copyright infringement, if any of that has occurred, and good. They should. It's their product. It's Pokemon. They don't want to have a direct copy, clone copywriting them, but let's also not assume that Pokemon didn't take their own inspiration from another game. As you see on screen here, this looks awfully familiar to some of the Pokemons. It's very strange, but some people won't even look at this fact. They'll just automatically go ahead and crucify Palworld because it looks like their favorite game, Pokemon. But honestly, everybody has their own take on inspiration from some of the games, and that's okay. I'm enjoying the game. That should be that simple. I'm enjoying the game. I'm not part of the legal teams. Let the legal teams handle it. Let the companies handle it. Let them come up with the solutions, whatever's final. Unless one of the companies paying you, why is there people waging a war over this, right and left, right and wrong? There doesn't need to be a divisiveness like this. I don't get it. It's not going to change your outcome one way or another. Whatever you're fighting for, whether you're defending the game or playing the game or thinking the game is bad and trying to just take it down, let people enjoy the games. That seems to be a hard thing to do in this day and age, but let the legal teams handle it. It's not your responsibility. You're not getting paid by them. Nobody's going to notice what you said on Twitter about the game, and that's not going to change if the game is going to get shut down because they actually infringed on Pokemon copyrights, something like that. That's not going to change. So I wanted to address that. I wanted to talk, get deep into the roots of the stuff because I think a lot of people have opinions, and that's good. I'm not saying don't have opinions on the game, but don't drag other people for playing the game. That's something I hate. I hate when somebody tries to drag somebody for playing a certain type of game. Let them play a game. They paid their money for it. They spent their time working to get access to this game. Why are you going to hound them for playing that game? Let them enjoy it. Simple as that. Anyways, that being said, I'm going to go play Palworld now. I'm going to go have some fun with my friends. If you guys made it this far in the video, first off, you're awesome. Second off, if you enjoyed and want to see more of my content and help the channel grow, make sure you drop that sub, guys. And always, a like helps the channel for exposure, or the video for exposure. That's it, guys. Honestly, thank you. See you guys later. Peace.